Thanks.
A lot of change in the band since you were last here in 2001 at the Big Day Out, and since the release of LD50.
I think Mudvayne can be defined as a continually operating entity involving change and systematic desensitization.
People will notice there's no makeup now on stage. What was the reasoning behind that?
I was going to bring my makeup bag, and I left it. I put my suitcase, I laid everything out the night before, and then I had my suitcase and I had my makeup bag, and it was right there by the door, and I walked out and I forgot the makeup bag.
And you get a good feeling on stage when you know that people like your stuff? I mean, when you're working in the studio, is there a bit of pressure to sort of, wondering if your fans are actually going to like the material?
I don't think we ever really worry about that. You'll just drive yourself crazy. You'll second guess everything, and the next thing you know, Guns N' Roses is still waiting to put out that record. You know what I mean? 15 years later. So we don't worry about what anybody else is going to think about our music, because I think that our music's very honest. And if you're portraying that, if you're putting that out there, people will come to that.
So you think that's why Mudvayne's been so successful?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to know that there's still some integrity left in music.
Yeah. You mentioned a level of integrity in music nowadays. You think a lot of music has lost integrity? I wouldn't say necessarily metal, but I think in popular music, there's like so many people writing for artists. Artists don't write their own stuff anymore. You know what I mean? There's so many people writing for them, and there's so often now most of the music is computer driven. Things like that. They don't play their own music live. You're running into situations where you cold bust somebody lip syncing on television or whatever, and what happens? The record sales go up because people feel sorry for them. There's a lot of metal fans in New Zealand, as you'll find out when you play tonight. If you could offer from each of you one, part with a bit of advice for them to sort of succeed in the industry.
Write your own music.
Write your own music. Believe in yourself. Practice hard.
Yep.
People.
Like we said before, I think success is a pretty subjective idea. If you have an expectation and you're basing your interest in making music on attaining some level of success, I think you've missed the point of what music is really about. I think there's a sense for us in the band, there's a lot of pressure when you get a record contract, and you feel a lot of pressure for to satisfy certain expectations. So it's a pretty overwhelming experience. I think initially, each one of us needed maybe to make a mark on a certain level for ourselves, to establish ourselves as artists, musicians, whatnot. And I think as we've settled down and relaxed more and started focusing more outward, between the four of us, we've really found a good solid place establishing what the band is, as opposed to maybe being more egocentric.
Yeah.
And I think it came through on this record very strongly that, the focus was the band as a whole, the songwriting, focusing on songs as a whole, and maybe not spending so much time just showing off with our instruments, so to speak. One of the things you learn when you tour is that you should never have any assumptions.
Yeah.
We've walked into some situations where I would have assumed we would have had, a sink maybe somewhere within the building that we could
anything.
Wash my hands after. Wash my hands after I go to the bathroom. But then I was assuming, wasn't I?
Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden will be quite a treat to play with, I'd imagine.
I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to sit down on the side stage, hopefully, and watch Iron Maiden. I heard they're going to play pretty much the first three records, so very awesome.
You're making an assumption that you're going to be able to get on stage.
Yeah, that's definitely making an assumption, but if I can't get on the side stage, that's fucking bullshit.
Well, listen, boys, thank you very much for coming back to New Zealand. We do appreciate it, and hopefully you can come back soon as well, maybe for the Big Day Out, who knows?
Hopefully. That's what we're working on right now, but I think that
very nice.
Regardless of what happens, we're coming back.
Absolute pleasure to talk to you, boys, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Mudvayne.